Hey you guys, welcome back to Angel Angela. On this topic, I'm going to talk about, you know, the narcissist will say anything to you to get their way. The narcissist will say anything to get their way. So even though I'm an empath, you guys, I don't just go around blessing people. When I bless someone, it's because they're not asking nothing of me. When I bless someone, it's because I'm watching them and they're drowning. And like a lot of these videos I make, I really don't want to talk about this stuff, but since I'm highly caffeinated right now on this coffee that I've been drinking at work, and usually when I get home I go straight to sleep, but lately I usually drink water, so I usually go to sleep right away. But because I've been drinking coffee, you guys, I've been extra awake and extra active, and just filled with a lot of thoughts that I go through during the day. And when I get home, I just analyze my day, analyze people, analyze conversations I had, all the narcissists I came across, all the tactics that they use. That's why I come on here and I share this with you, because these are the things that I experience on a daily basis, talking to people, dealing with people. And when you deal with people, you usually get a good vibe from, like, when you're blind, this is what's crazy. When you're walking blind, you don't even realize how much bad shit there is around you, how much of these bad people you actually come across, because they go so undetected. You will leave, you'll never think about these people the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not thinking about the people you ran across, strangers you ran across the day before. You don't think about that. But when you're fully awake and you're like, oh, it's go time, it's war time. Look at these zombies, you guys. I'm not playing. I am not playing with them. They keep trying to open my door. They keep trying to figure me out. They keep jumping into conclusions about me, perceptions. They want to know my story. My story don't even matter at this point. Who I was before they killed me, that don't even matter no more. The old me, that don't even matter. You know how the narcissist will share their traumas with you, but they really don't give a damn? Guess what? The empath gets to that point too. And then when you get to that point, you're fully loaded. I'm fully loaded. I'm fully loaded. You know why? Because it's not just the narcissists, but the flying monkeys, the people that are possessed by the narcissist. See, the narcissists, they actually, a lot of times, they don't do the dirty work. They make their friends do the dirty work. They premeditate things. They encourage everyone. They get everyone's adrenaline going. Oh, we're just going to go out and have a fun time. Think about when you were young and you used to do dumb shit when you were younger, or your friends influenced you to do stuff and you were just doing it, and then you got older and you're like, dang, how did I go through all that, didn't get in trouble? Or remember that one time and finally all the shit I was doing finally did catch up to me and I learned my lesson. I was hanging around some bad friends. I don't even know why I was doing half of that stuff. When people are possessed by the narcissist spirit, they think that they're good people. They do bad things, but they don't care about the bad things because it's fun. They're having fun in the narcissist world. They're having fun with their friends. They're having fun with their family. They like gossiping. They're enjoying the gossip. They're enjoying the drama. They're so invested in other people's drama that they become weirdos themselves. They become weirdos. They come to you, talking to you about people you don't even know. They're telling you about drama going on in their life. They're telling you about their relationship problems. And you're thinking they're just like you. They understand information, right? You're talking about narcissism with them. They get it. They get it. But you think that they're trying to leave the narcissist, right? You're like, oh, they're trying, just like I was conflicted. No, they don't want to leave. They like it. They love it. They love it. And they're like, oh, you're making your own assumptions about me. They're thinking that you're perceiving them a certain way when they already gave up their souls to that lifestyle. They gave up their souls to that narcissist. They're that narcissist forever slave. They're both in cahoots. They're a hive mind together. The couples, the families, the friends, the people that aren't really friends. They're just business partners, or they just go around stealing, doing dumb shit together. They go out doing criminal activities together. So when you think about when people were able to influence you at a young age, and look at the times we're in, it's like a whole nother game where like it's another level of desensitization. Like back, when the more you grow, the longer you live, you look at the different stages of life, different times, and we're living in a different time, but the people from this time are living in a whole nother time, and the type of time they're on is demon time. And whether they're an empath or not, this is why people don't feel sorry for the empath, because they're scared of you. They know you're possessed. They know you're being manipulated. They know that you're just as bad as the narcissist, if not worse, because you're reacting out of emotion and the narcissist isn't. They're watching everything play out. They're getting you to do the bad things while they're distracting people right in front of them. They're distracting their family, friends. You're doing all the hard work, the bad things. You're the one taking all the abuse. You're taking everything. You're the one being played, and everything is going according to their plan, So this is why, a lot of times you'll come across people and you'll think to yourself, oh, everyone in the group is nice. That one person in the group, they seem like they don't like me. Sometimes that person in the group might not be the narcissist, and they're studying you while everyone is playing different roles with you. And then if they don't like you, no one likes you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you will run across these people and you will see a couple. One of them is nice, the other one is mean, or both of them come to you really nice, and you think, oh, I could trust these people because they're a couple. I could trust this old lady. I could trust this little kid. Can't trust nobody. You have to picture yourself in a boat in the middle of nowhere with you don't have unlimited supplies, and every time a boat comes towards you, you should be afraid because you don't know who's in that boat. When people approach you, you should be scared. You don't know who's riding that person's body. You don't know what spirit in there, right? But all they do is smile at you. Oh, give you compliments. Oh, how you doing? What's your name? And talking to you and acting friendly with you. And then when you get home, you think you had a positive day. You ever felt so good where you're like, oh, my frequency is so high, and you're going out in the world and you're like, I had a good day. I was giving positivity out. People were being positive towards me. I was giving compliments to narcissists. They were giving compliments to me. I had a great day. You're just filled with so much positivity, right? Dang, that's scary. That's really scary. You don't even realize you probably were in a lot of dangerous situations. You just got yourself out of them because you didn't even see the negative energy. You were filled with positivity. You didn't even see. You felt protected, but at the same time, you weren't being careful. So you might have had a positive day. You're not even thinking about the people you ran across, but they're thinking about you. They're thinking about how nice you were, how much you fit into them. They're coming back around. They want to know more about you. They want to suck more life out of you. They want to get to know you now. They want to get more information. They're like, I want to know you more. You're way too positive. You're way too you're in la la land. You think it's all about frequency and positivity. If you're positive, Nothing can hurt you. Yeah, if you're on a high frequency, and these people can't take your frequency. They can't technically attack you because you're aware and your frequency is high. You're aware and your frequency is high. But if your frequency is high and you're not aware, people are constantly taking your energy and you don't even know it, because every person you come across is a person that you're coming across on a boat. And they probably got something out of you and you just didn't know, because you were just like, yeah, come on my boat. I'm filled with positivity. Look at all my abundance. Look at everything I got. And, they done took a couple of snacks and took a couple of your fruits, and then it went undetected. Or you gave them a compliment. You fueled them. You gave them a compliment. You fueled them. You made them feel like they're sexy. Now they're going to go home and tell their supply that they've been abusing. Oh, a girl flirted with me today. That's what you're dealing with. That's the type of people you're dealing with. A girl smiled at me today. You ever see videos of people like, oh, what do you do if a man approaches you? And the women do these funny memes where they're fighting random guys that talk to them, or they don't even look at them and they're like, boy, I got a man, like, don't talk to me, like stanky, very stanky with it. Because any energy, smile, anything you give to these people is energy to them. When they do things to you and it goes undetected, they're going to do it again. Because it's not about just having a high frequency. It's about protecting your frequency. It's not about blessing everyone. It's about blessing those that they're not even asking you for help. They don't expect nothing, and that's when they appreciate it, because they weren't expecting it. That's a blessing when you don't expect something and then someone does it for you. Not when someone goes around demanding shit to you. Or asking you, hey, can I get some gas? I ran out of gas in my car. A lot of times them people be narcissists, and those be scaring me. Because they know they shouldn't have been driving around. They figured, hey, if I run out of gas, I'm going to pull up to the gas station. Or they didn't even run out of gas and they just want some money. Or they did run out of gas and they were just like, I know I'm going to run out of gas around this time, or around this. When I hit this block, I'm going to run out of gas after playing around and stealing all day. I came to the store to steal. And then on top of stealing, I'm going to just sit here and wait for someone to put gas in my car. And they might have a couple of dollars, $4 or $5, enough to get home. But they'll say, oh, I'm going to just sit here and do it. And they don't want to do shit with their life. And here you are, oh, I'm going to bless them. It's on them if they use it for something bad. You got to think of yourself like being on a boat in the middle of nowhere. And you got different people coming to you trying to suck you dry, your finances, they're trying to suck you dry. It has nothing to do, it's not you being greedy like the narcissist. The narcissist is greedy. They take more than what they're supposed to get. That's what makes them greedy. You're not taking more than what you're supposed to get. You're just taking your own shit. Do you get it? You're only taking your own stuff. You're not being greedy. You're just protecting what you got. You don't want to go and get everybody else's energy and supply. You just want your own. So what these people will do is they will lie to you to get shit from you. You go to the gas. I'm just telling you, this is how it could go. You go to the gas station. Here comes one. Oh, can you put gas? I ran out of gas. Here comes another one. Can you buy me some food? They've been wasting all their money on drugs, or they've been spending all their money on alcohol. And then you might say, oh, no, they're not. Not everyone is like that. You can't make those assumptions, whatever. And not only that, they've been harassing people all day. They've been harassing people that are working, walking into people who used to be manipulated too, right? You know how once when we were younger, we were easily manipulated? You got people who were part of those same people's worlds, poverty, drugs, gangbang, all of that. But guess what? They chose God and they got out of it. And if you see them, you could tell by their style that they have a past. But you could tell that they don't want to be that person. They rather work hard. They're not weak people because they're working. The narcissist looks at them like, oh, you're weak, or you're this, or I could steal from you because you got more than me. But guess what? Those people could have been in that same situation, homeless. They just didn't give up on themselves and said, I don't feel good about taking from others and harassing others because I'm doing bad. They finally said, hey, I got to walk. Some of them went to church. Some of them just, had an awakening and knew that that's not how they wanted to live for the rest of their life. The narcissist doesn't want to change. They accept that lifestyle. They feel like, this is who I am. I'm dirty. I'm this. I can't. They feel like certain situations make them uncomfortable. Living a regular life makes them uncomfortable. It's boring. It's not fun. They have more fun on the street. So you're going to come across a lot of those. So if you had $1 for every single person you run across, and guess what? They're messing with people. They're messing with people like you who are going to work. They're messing with people like you when you go to the hospital and you wonder why certain nurses don't have empathy, because they got to deal with a lot of narcissists that don't appreciate the care and then just want drugs and want to get hooked on drugs. It's like getting free drugs to them. Imagine how, how quick people go into dispensaries to get drugs. Imagine going to the hospital because you got some prescribed drugs that you don't even got to pay for. Think about how hooked them people are and how pissed they are when they run out or they want a refill and they can't get one, and they come up there still complaining, or they even lie to you and they hurt themselves. I'm not getting no more pain meds. Let me break my other leg. Let me get run over by a car on purpose. Let me tell my doctor what kind of prescription I want. When I get denied, I'm going to get mad. I'm going to flip out. I'm going to yell at everyone. I'm going to yell at the nurses. I'm going to yell at the doctors. And you wonder why certain people don't have empathy for people. They are tired because they're awake. Sometimes you can view certain people as narcissists because they don't want to be a part of the narcissist world, and they're willing to do anything to not be a part of that world, which means shutting people down to protect their own energy. So by knowing this, you have to understand that when you're out here, you're on your own. You got to have your own weapons. You have to protect your soul, your body. Because these people want to take your soul away. And they will say anything to you to get your soul. They will sit there and give you compliments. They will say good morning to you every day, make you feel comfortable. They will feel familiar to you, a familiar spirit. When they see that you're never putting your guard down, no matter what, it's been days, it's been weeks, it's been months, you still ain't put your guard down, they're not messing with you. They're scared of you. They find you dangerous. They're like, damn. Another person would have just felt comfortable and started telling me about their whole life, their relationship, their family. They would have already told me by now. And you wonder why they mess with you as an empath and not someone who is an empath and aware of what the hell is going on. It's not your fault. You're not expecting it. That's when the devil comes, when you're not expecting it. And guess what? You're not expecting it. The moment you leave your house, you're not expecting it. You're thinking, oh, I'm going to be positive, high frequency. Cool. It's about protecting your frequency, but there's frequencies, bad frequencies all over the place. You can't, you can protect yourself, but what's going to happen when you give in? And you could say, oh, I'm protected. But if you know you're knowingly going to certain places, or you know that certain places you can't avoid, especially when you go to work, you can't avoid coming across these people. You can avoid them when you get off and you go grocery shopping or do something. You could avoid them then. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be prepared for them. when you leave. You got to have your weapons, because they're lying constantly. They're telling you bogus stories about their marriages, their divorces, shit. They're making stuff. Look, in the narcissist world, none of that stuff matters. Who they used to be, their traumas, that don't matter. Why they do the things that they do related to things that happened to them in the past, that don't matter. A lot of us went through the same shit the narcissists went through. Why are we different? What makes us different? That's weird to me. Don't you think that's weird? That's something to ask yourself. Like, they'll say that this is the reason they act this way, but really, you know, you can come from the same household, go through the same experiences. We're different people, so certain things I'm gonna go through or experience or feel that you don't. Different personalities, different sense of emotion, empathy. But everything that they tell you are excuses to their behavior. A lot of the bad things that you see in this world are created by narcissists. And they make you like these things unknowingly, and they make you feel like it was your choice, because the deception was so fast you didn't even see it coming. You know, they will lie to you about anything. I literally come across people where if I tell them, hey, you know, the bathroom's closed, right? Oh, the bathroom's closed permanently, you know, or it's not working, they'll get mad. Or they'll lie. They'll say, oh, I'm pregnant. They'll be like, really? Oh, okay. But and then I could see that moment where they're thinking real quick. They're thinking fast, but they don't know I'm thinking faster. So I'm in my head thinking, oh, they're ready to make up a lie. In my mind, I already know you're ready to make up a lie. Oh, I'm pregnant. You know, I'm just telling you, like, I'm giving you an example of the type of stuff you will come across, and it'll go undetected. And then you'll say to yourself, oh, you're pregnant? Oh, here you go. They'll do anything to get their way, especially the Jezebel spirit, because they have a way of making themselves look nice, right? Friendly. And you probably didn't expect them to be nice. So you're like, oh, okay, they're nice. Or they'll come off aggressive, like, how dare you? How dare you not let me use the bathroom? I'm pregnant. Like, how dare you? Knowing they're lying. They'll say anything to get their way. Just like, you know, graduating from, say, high school or college, and the school tells the parents months ahead, hey, we're only going to give this amount of tickets. There's going to be people coming. How dare you? I couldn't get child care. How dare you? I don't have anyone helping me. I'm a single parent. These people will say anything to get their way, and they premeditated already. They premeditated, and then they'll get other people, their own kids, they'll get their friends to premeditate with them too. I'm going to say that, you know, I'm a single parent, and then you're going to sit there and look sad, or you're going to say, you know, you're going to say something like anything, or you're going to ask them to use the bathroom. So while you use the bathroom, you could just sneak into the graduation. Like, they premeditate stuff. Have you ever been around, like, your narcissistic family or friends, and then they premeditate how they're gonna convince someone to do something, and they all kind of come together as a group, as a hive mind? You know what I'm saying? And then when you start to realize that certain things that they do aren't right, you question it, but now they target you because they're like, we're going to war. You're supposed to be on our team and just go along with everything, because it's going to benefit you, because we're going to help you. It's all about survival. And you're like, but that's not right. Like, that's greedy. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Stuff is always happening. Of course we got to be greedy. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of narcissists out here. They think you think I'm bad, but they're bad. So then you start thinking certain people are bad and then you come to the conclusion, oh, everybody bad. And everyone's playing games. But then how come I'm not playing these games? Is it because I don't know the game? And then when you start playing the game, you're basically like, I'm just going to mind my business. I just don't want to deal with it. I'm mind my business. I'm gonna have to talk to some of these people because there's no way around it. But for the most part, you'll be to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You'll see that now. You know, you'll run across people that, you know, like I said, will lie about things like, oh, I'm pregnant. Or the narcissist will lie on their kids, why they're not going to work. Oh, I'm calling off. Like I said, the narcissist said to their boss, you know, my son is autistic and he went to the hospital or some weird stuff. And I was kind of like, and I remember I questioned him. I said, but why did you say that? And he was like, man, I was just trying to get out of it. And I was like, yeah, but that's weird. I remember I was like, that's weird. And I thought it was the weirdest shit. I was just like, why you couldn't make a different excuse? So many different excuses you could have made. Why did you have to bring your kid into it? That's something that I would feel bad about, like bringing my kid into something that they don't got nothing to do with. I'm like, kids are off limits, aren't they? I guess when you're using your kids to get your way, it's not in the narcissist world because they feel like, I don't know what they feel like. They don't feel nothing. They just feel like those are just words to get what they want, you know? Or they'll try to bargain with you. You know what I'm saying? They're the type of people to like change prices on stuff and then try to like convince you to do something. Like everything that the narcissist does is based on a lie. A lot of times when they tell you stories, like I said, when they talk to you about their past or they talk to you about anything that is emotional or, oh, you know, it was my kid's birthday this weekend, we went to go celebrate. Anything that they ever tell you, you can't look at the things that they tell you and trust them because a lot of times they're lying. You know, they might have told you, oh, you know, I just spent, you know, celebrated my kid's birthday, and they might be lying. You know, oh, you know, it's Father's Day, my kids came over. They might be lying. You know, they're the type to take pictures or post pictures of their kids on Father's Day knowing they don't even talk to their children or they don't provide for them or they're shitty parents. And even when they talk to their kids or have their kids in their life, they don't act like fathers. They act like their kid is their sister or their kid is not their daughter, their friend or even their girlfriend. You know, they're weirdos. Like, they're checking you out and it's your own dad, you know. And some of them are so sick that they will actually abuse their children. And some of them, they're not sick to that level, but it's a very unhealthy bond. It's kind of disturbing. And that's just from experience, from how I've seen the narcissists not parent their kids properly, like give bad advice or, you know, just the way they talk with their kids is almost like their friend. And you should, of course, be friends with your kids, but there's also a guideline where you're like, you know, they should still know you're in charge. You're the one protecting them. They should still know, you know, you don't cross a line of disrespect, you know, type of thing. But they will lie, you know, they will lie about their relationships with people. And in a sense, you also know why narcissists lie about these things. Because, you know, when they bring you into their world, sometimes you feel like you have to lie. You have to tell people you don't live home alone so you don't get targeted. Sometimes you have to lie about things, right? But this is where I come into, you do these things to protect your soul for your own survival. You know, you're not greedy. The narcissist does these things because they're greedy people. So to them, it's like, I'm going to call off. I'm going to make you feel sorry for me. And I'm going to do something behind my primary supply's back. And then I'm going to tell my primary supply that I called off, even though they didn't know I called off that day because I pretended to go to work. But I'm so blasphemous that I'm even going to tell you what I did. And you're going to be thinking like, what day did you call off? They even tell on themselves because they like the fact that you are so blinded by their lies. They've lied to you so much, you just believe everything they say to you. That's what makes it. See, if you knew that the narcissist was a liar and they were lying the whole time and understood what a liar does, a liar keeps lying. No matter how many times they get caught, they keep lying. They hoover you. They come back to the scene of the crime and they just keep on lying and lying and lying and lying. Oh, I'm not going to do it again. And they'll do it again. Oh, I'm not going to steal anymore. And they'll steal again. They'll come back. The narcissist will steal from you, take from you, steal energy from you. Come back. I'm not going to do it again. Not going to do it again. If you would have known what a liar was and how a liar doesn't stop lying, you would have stopped messing with a liar the first moment that you caught them in a lie, because then you would have known, I'm scared. I'm in the middle of the ocean and this person lied and they're just trying to get into my boat to make my boat sink. I'm scared. I don't want my boat to sink. I don't want to drown in the middle of this ocean. You know, so if you would have known that you were dealing with a liar, you wouldn't have wasted so many years, so many months, so many weeks with this person. You would have been like, they lied to me. It doesn't matter how much apologies, what they do to buy me things, take me. It doesn't matter. I can't trust you. You want me to trust you, but they'll give you reasons not to trust them. And then they'll try to act like they didn't give you any reasons and it's all in your head and it's normal behavior and let's forgive one another, because they're used to being with Jezebels, but the Jezebel won't give them as much supply as you will, because Jezebel will just leave and she'll just find someone with better supply. And this is why they target a lot of empaths, because a lot of times, especially lower narcissists, they're not in a position to get the type of women that they want. The type of women that they want don't even want them, or they won't stay around that long. And the women that do stay around long, it's because they went through some type of trauma, maybe a death in the family, you know, single parent. They target people that live in the pain of what they went through. They feel like you're dead anyway. You're stuck on trauma. You're stuck in the past, where in their mind, the past doesn't matter anymore. What happened in the past doesn't matter. And this is why they'll always tell you, leave it in the past. It happened yesterday. They tell you to leave it in the past. And they're not wrong. You have to leave stuff in the past, because that's how, you know, they teach you things. But at the same time, if you would have known what a liar was, you wouldn't have wasted so much time with this person. This person was teaching you things, but they were teaching you things while destroying you. You know, they weren't a coach. They weren't someone who's pushing you. They're not your therapist. They're not someone that you can trust. They're not someone that was motivating you in a positive way. It was, I'm going to give you something, but I'm going to destroy you along the way. Not, I'm going to give you something so you could be better, and then you could bless me and we could bless each other. You know what I'm saying? Narcissists will lie to get their way, even if it benefits them. Even if it benefits them, think about it. Even if it benefit the narcissist to be nice to you, they could have got more out of it. Or even like starting a business with them, you know, they'll want more out of the business than you, and then they'll say that their job is more important than yours, or they work harder. They'll say things like, oh, I work harder than you, even though they know you probably work harder than them. But they'll say these things to get you mad, or to make themselves look like they work harder than you, and make you believe that they're working harder than you, and they're actually not working that hard. It's all a facade. so that you can be, they're giving you an example of how to work hard so you can work hard, and then they just sit back, while you're breaking your back. So these people will lie and lie, and it doesn't stop. They'll tell you there was a death in the family. They'll tell you bad things that might even, things that they're going through that might be true. But even the things that they might be going through, they don't really care about those things. That's why bad karma doesn't bother them, and they don't see nothing wrong, and they live in that filth that they call life. They live in a very empty space where you're dealing with a wild animalistic animal. You're dealing with these zombies. They're like animals. They just want to eat, and they're greedy, and they don't want to work for it. They just want to have sex with you. They just want to steal money from you. They just want to lynch off of you, live off of you, use you for your time, for your youth. They suck the youth out of you. All these Jezebels and all these women that are, they're possessed by the Jezebel spirit, and they think that they know everything. Guess what? By the time they wake up, they're going to say, oh shit, the narcissist stole my youth. They sucked the youth out of me. And and look at them. They're like in their 40s and 50s, and they look good. They got energy. You gave them fuel. They're doing good at work. You look crazy, and they look great. All because they lied to you. They don't stop lying. You're looking at yourself in the mirror. You don't recognize yourself, and then you start lying to yourself because you're so afraid of what they've done to you that you're like, I'll just hold on to you, narcissist, because you've destroyed me, and I'm scared because I'm already thinking of what's gonna happen to me when you're gone. I'm gonna be feeling all the pain of all the mistakes I made, living in this big lie of a relationship, and I'm gonna be afraid. How am I gonna cope with it? How am I gonna get my life together? The narcissist wants you to sacrifice yourself for them so you could be their slave, so they could put you in the worst scenario possible and come use you up for a good time and drop you off again. And they're not going to save you. You're just going to be supply. In whatever situation you put yourself in, the narcissist is going to feel like you put yourself in that situation. That's the lifestyle you chose for yourself because you like to believe people's lies, and you keep letting me come around to lie to you some more. And you see that nothing has changed. I haven't changed. I'm still a liar. But we could do this again. I'm bored. Let's have fun. I get bored fast, So they will lie to you. They will lie to you about their exes. They'll lie to you about their marriages, their divorces. They will lie to you about their future fake with you. They'll lie to you about their age. They'll lie to you about how many kids they have. They'll lie to you almost about anything, even small things. So when you're coming across people, a lot of times they're lying to you. I know you feel like, oh, they don't have a reason to lie. I'm going to tell you, at least 95% of the people you're going to run across are liars. And that's just the truth. And the people that you might think are mean, or they're quiet or standoffish, or they look kind of evil because they don't really talk much, a lot of times those are empaths. A lot of times the people you think are mean are direct, who are very straightforward, are real, don't like the bullshit, will tell you how they feel, and they're telling you like cutthroat, I don't play them games. And the way they say it or the way they talk to you, you might not like it, but those are real people. Especially if they're not trying to harm you, they're just calling you out. So if you see someone calling someone out and you know they got that look on their face like, stop playing with me, and you're thinking, oh, but they're acting crazy and the other person's more calm, And they're sitting here talking about, trust me, I wouldn't steal anything. I have kids. What kind of example do you think I would give my kids if I don't like that you're accusing me. I want to speak to your boss. I am the boss. Damn, sucks for you, huh? Well, I want to speak who's on top of you. There's no one on top of me. You're lying. Got you on camera. You're lying. You're lying to my face. It's sick. And they all use the same tactics, but in different ways. And it's really annoying. It's sick. Some are nice to you. Some greet you. Some, start conversations for no reason. Some just they study you, and then they see a quality about you that stands out, and then they use that as conversation. They'll talk bad about other people who are weaker, they'll talk about narcissists who are more on the lower level than them. Oh, those guys, those girls. And they're ones too. And that shit it's scary, These people will lie. They'll talk about other people just to get you to talk about them. Because they already know that you probably already sense certain characteristics about them, so they're just going to call it out. But they're all in it. They just all have different roles, so you have to be careful, because the narcissist gets other people to do the dirty work, and they act like the good guys or the good girls or the saviors, or they distract you. They constantly got their eyes on you. They think you're stupid. They just keep lying to your face, or, they even get mad. That's why when they start getting mad, when they lie to you, when the narcissist is cheating or something, and you tell them, and they start saying that they start getting mad at you, they start raising your voice, they start screaming, they start calling you names, they start saying you're insecure, they start telling you, where's your proof? Where's your proof? I'm not guilty until proven. I'm not guilty until proven guilty. I need evidence. You need to prove it first. They're like, you need to prove it. Because if you don't have no proof, then I can get away. And you don't even need the proof, or you just know. You see all the signs. They want you to sit there and think to yourself, maybe I am insecure. Maybe I am jumping to conclusions. They want you to doubt yourself. But when you don't doubt yourself, and you don't raise your voice and get angry and get on their level, and you look them in the eyes and you tell them, look, I know this is what you did. I know what you got going on. I'm just here to let you know that's not what I signed up for. If you want to choose to get mad because I'm telling you the truth, walk away. Because honestly speaking, I don't want nothing to do with you. Because you'll sit here and you'll look me in the eyes and lie to my face, and then you want to pretend to get mad like I'm delusional and crazy. As a matter of fact, get on. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to leave. They're going to get mad. They're going to call you names. They're going to throw things. They're going to throw a whole tantrum. And then they're going to leave, and they're going to say, you better not call me back. You better not talk to me. They're threatening. They're gaslighting you. They know they're full of shit. They know they might not even have a backup supply. But all that they've been doing was to intimidate you, because they know they were lying to you. And that's why they'll wait till you calm down, or when they think you're not mad at them, or they feel like, oh, you're an empath. You took me back so many times. I know you still love me. It's time to hoover you back. I know you still love me. And then when you don't respond to them, they think to themselves, oh my God, they probably don't love me. Oh my God, they probably moved on to someone else. Oh my God, I'm not going to have a primary source of supply because I was with other people playing around. I was giving all of my money to the other supply, to the Jezebel. I was giving my money to Jezebel. And this person, and then they start thinking and they're like, damn, I ain't did shit for them. Not for their birthday. Now they're really done with me. And then they'll come to you sending you notes and flowers and messages. Hey, I'm gonna take you out. You need some money? Now, I don't got a lot of money, but I'll give you the last of my money. They're like, oh, I'm running out of supply. I got $100 in the bank account. You can have it all. Let's go to a nice restaurant. Let me love bomb you. And then let's have sex. And then guess what? And then I'm going to tell you I don't have no more money. That was my last 100. And they're lying. And they're back to their broke selves and playing stupid with you. So they can continue going back to other Jezebel spirits and treating them and going to places with them and going online. Hey, have you tried this restaurant? We should go. Do you like sushi? We should go. They're lying to you. These people are lying to you. They'll sit there and watch you get attacked by their flying monkeys, and they're the ones who've been sending them your way, and they just want to hear how you feel about all the attacks. They just want to know how you feel. That's why when you don't care and you don't show them anything and you know everything is a game and you figure them out and you're always steps ahead of them, they're wondering why you're steps ahead of them. They want to study you more. They're like, oh, she knows. Or they're almost hoping that the games they're playing go over your head. They want you to be like, you know, when they play games, they want you to not notice it, or they want you to apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. Take your time. They want you to be nice while they're sitting here playing games with you. They're playing games with you, and then they want you to show them mercy or empathy because it gives them some type of fuel to know that they played games with you and pretended like it was an accident, and then they got you kind of mad, but then you don't want to show that you're mad because you're an empath. So you're like, oh, I'm sorry. And they're looking at you like, this person, this empath, here they go. They're weak. They're just showing their light, and I'm just taking it, and it's going undetected. So when people lie to you, they take energy from you. And the best thing you could do is avoid people. But a lot of times you're just going to be in a situation where you just can't avoid them. So you have to know how to protect your energy and stand up for yourself. Because when you let things go undetected, you might tell yourself, if I say something though, you know, they're going to get mad. They're going to get upset. They might even start doing it more. But if you don't say nothing, they're going to think you're stupid because they feel like you should have caught it the first time. So when you catch it the first time, and even if it's not the first time, once you catch it, they're going to be like, damn, you caught it. Other people didn't catch it this fast. So they already going to know. And of course, some of them will flee, like the devil, flee from you. And then some of them, they'll return to the scene of the crime. They just want to play. Those are the weaker narcissists. They need any type of energy. They're like bloodsuckers. So these people will lie about anything. Oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, you know, you're discriminating against disabled people. Oh, I'm an elderly grandma, cute. I could be your granny, sweet. Oh, I could be, you know, I could be your kid. Oh, you know, we're from the same, you know, bloodline. We're from the same hair, you know, we're from the same culture. We're from the same. These people can't be trusted. At least 90, I'm gonna say 90. I want to be nice and say 95% of the people I come across are narcissists, have narcissist traits, but I'm gonna say 98.8. I'm gonna say 99.9. You are the father. A lot of these people are narcissists, or they're minions of the narcissist, and you can't wake them up. You cannot wake them up. You just gotta stay away from them. I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. If you guys want to also support me by booking a session with me, my booking information will be on the description, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.